Hello students, welcome to my Abhyas. My name is Sahana KS and I am your physics educator. So we are stepping into a new academic this time, that is PUC 1, and or you can call it as 11th standard, and in that we will be watching today the first chapter, and that is nothing but the physical world. So why they have introduced this chapter, and this chapter carries you around 2 marks. Okay, it will give you around 2 marks for your academics. So why they have introduced this chapter? So as like in 10th standard, you have so many subjects like Kannada, English, okay, Hindi or Sanskrit, etc. And also maths, science and social. So but after that, you have to choose one stream. So after that, as you are choosing one stream, if you have choose science, then physics is a compulsory subject there. So as physics is some compulsory subject, you have to know what is physics involved in, like in what type of things physics is very useful. So for that, they have introduced you the first chapter, which is known as physical world. So this gives you the exact thing about what is physics, what is science, and about the scope and excitement of physics. So this is what physical world is about. So we will see the chapter overview now. So chapter overview is nothing but we will have a complete idea of what the chapter consists. Clear? So moving on to the first one, what we will be studying here is, we will be studying the scientific method and theory. So scientific method and theory in the sense what? How was the advancement of physics done? Like previous, in the ancient years, how were the people and how was the advancement and how is it now? Okay, so that is nothing but the scientific method and theory. And then we will come to a very important question, that is, what is physics? And after that, relating to that, we have scope and excitement of physics. Like what do you have, how much scope is there for physics, everything we'll be studying here. And then physics, how is it related to other sciences like biology, chemistry, etc. And also to the society and also to the technology. Clear? So after this, we'll be studying about physicists and their contributions. So there are around several number of scientists, and they have given innumerable contributions in physics. So we'll be studying the most important ones which have helped us to come here till now. Okay. So after this, we have fundamental forces in nature and unification of forces, like the forces of two types are unified, and there was a new branch of physics. So that is nothing but we study about unification of forces. And then nature of physical laws. So there are some natures of physical laws like conservation of energy, conservation of charge, clear, such things. And then we will be studying what is science, because these are all interrelated. And what we have done here is, this has been like it has just jumbled. So first we'll go with what is physics, then what is science, or what is science at the first, then what is physics, everything clear. So this is about the chapter overview. Next, moving on to the next slide, what we have. So as we have known the overview of the chapter, here we'll come across the definition of physics. So what is physics and why we have to study it? Why should we study physics? Physics, it is a branch of science. Okay, so theoretically in the books and all, you have this idea like physics is a branch of science which deals with the study of nature and natural phenomena. So how is it like nature and natural phenomena? For example, why do we have rainbows? Okay, and after that we have, why is the color of the leaves green? Okay, and why is the sea blue? Why is the sky blue? Right? So for all these questions, so many questions we have, for all these questions, the only answer is physics. Because physics gives the reason why these happen. Clear? And whenever you are going, like whenever you are walking, or whenever you are running, whenever you are jumping, okay, so what is happening? You are being attracted by the gravitational force. That is why you can walk, you can jump, you can run. So that is also explained by physics, right? Because of gravity. Clear? So here, what is physics in general is, physics is nothing but it is the branch of science, okay, which deals with the study of nature and natural laws. So nature and natural laws means what? I said you right. Why does the waterfall fall from up to downwards? Clear? Why does the river flow from high level to low level? What is the reason? And then how can we forecast the weather? Like it will rain today, it will not rain today, today it will be sunny. So how can you say that priorly? How can you predict the future? So this is all given by what? It is given by nothing than the branch of science which is called as physics. So physics has innumerable of branches. Nowadays it has been advanced and there are a lot of branches, but we will be concentrating on only few branches which are very important. Clear? So coming to the first, we have the optics branch. So optics is nothing but it is the branch of physics which deals with the nature of light. For example, the laws of light you can say, the nature of light you can say. Clear? So what are the nature of light or laws of light? Reflection, refraction, polarization. Okay, so these are some processes or these are some theories where you have to know or where you will get to know the concept of light and the transmission of light. Clear? And then we have modern physics, which is the physics which are we dealing with nowadays. For example, in the previous years, like many years back, long ago you can say, there were huge TVs with so much of big dooms at the back, but nowadays there are LED TVs. So what has happened? The tubes, the vacuum tubes have been replaced by semiconductor diodes. Clear? So that is nothing but we have been using the modern physics nowadays, and the mobile phones, the laptops, whatever we are using is nothing but it is the result of the study of modern physics. Clear? After this we have classical mechanics. So classical mechanics is the oldest study of physics you can say, because classical mechanics gives you a greater and wider ideologies on physics and its theories. Okay, so that is what classical mechanics is. So classical mechanics is nothing but it is also a branch of physics which deals with macroscopic particles. So macroscopic means what? Macroscopic means huge particles. Okay, modern physics is something, or quantum physics is something which deals with the microscopic, but now we are studying about classical mechanics, that is microscopic. Clear? After this we have thermodynamics. So whenever the Britishers were there in India, so we had these steam engines. So whenever the Britishers were ruling India, the first train was a steam engine. So steam engine got converted into the heat engines, and after that it got converted into the metro trains. So how was the advancement here done? Because of thermodynamics. Why? The thermodynamics branch gave the efficiency level. Okay, efficiency level in what? How does the train, like what is the velocity of the train and how much fuel does it need? So everything was studied in a branch which was called as thermodynamics. Okay, which is dealing with heat. And after the advancement of steam engine, we came across heat engines. That is heat engines in the sense we have diesel and petrol engines again. So when we came across heat engine, there was a train, which gave high efficiency using less fuel, and nowadays we are using electricity, for example the metro trains, and that is what we call it as advancement in physics. Clear? And then you have electromagnetism. So electromagnetism is the best example for unification of forces. So unification of forces means you have an electric field, you have a magnetic field, you combine both of it because their properties are the same. So you combine both of it and you get a new branch in physics which is called as electromagnetism. Okay, so this electromagnetism gave a huge advancement for wireless communications. So wireless communication in the sense what? I am talking to you people, you're watching me online, right? So I am not in front of you, I am virtually in front of you. Clear? I am not in real, but I am virtually in front of you. What is that? It's nothing but the wireless communication. Your mobile phones, your tabs, your laptops, everything is wireless for some time. Clear? So that is what wireless communication is, that is of electromagnetism. And then came the nuclear physics, which is considered to be the modern physics, because from the nuclear physics only we got to know that nucleus has some subatomic particles, and because of that we have this radioactivity procedure, like radioactivity, where you have these alpha, beta and gamma rays, and nuclear forces also come into influence of whenever we study about nuclear physics. Clear? After that, we have the main thing, that is astrophysics. So astrophysics is nothing but it is the study of celestial bodies. Okay, so in modern physics we have quantum also, quantum physics. So quantum physics is nothing but it is the study of particles, that is subatomic particles, and also about the light, like how does the light behave whenever it is in the form of, like whenever you take it in the form of a particle or a photon. Clear? That is nothing but we take it as quantum mechanics. And here classical mechanics deals with macroscopic particles, but quantum mechanics deals with microscopic particles. Clear? So this is about physics and its branches. So what is physics? Physics is the branch of science which deals with the nature and the natural laws. Okay, so we have a number of branches, and the most important branches are, the first one, which is modern physics, which deals with the quantum physics. That is, modern physics is also called as quantum mechanics. And from the quantum mechanics, nowadays we have been taking a lot of advantages by the study of quantum mechanics. Clear? And then we have optics, which deals with the study of light rays. Okay, and also next we have the classical mechanics. So classical mechanics, it is nothing but it deals with the macroscopic particles. And then we have thermodynamics. Thermodynamics deals with heat, okay, the motion of heat particles and also about the heat. And then we have electromagnetism, which deals with the electromagnetic properties or electromagnetic waves. Okay, and then we have astrophysics, which deals with the study of celestial particles. And then we have nuclear physics, which deals with smaller particles, or you can say which gives us a study of a procedure which is called as radioactivity. Clear? So this is about the branches of physics.